Wow.
The future of the species is finally unearthed.
Blade Runner 2049 is the sequel to the first Blade Runner movie, and it's not directed by Ridley Scott. This movie is directed by Denis Villeneuve, who directed movies like Prisoners, Arrival, Sicario, and Enemy. And this movie basically tells the story of Officer K, the new Blade Runner played by Ryan Gosling. He's uncovering another mystery. He's on a mystery case that leads him to Harrison Ford's character from the first movie. And basically, I'm not going to tell you the rest of the plot because I want you to go and see this movie for yourselves. I was really anticipating to see this film because Denis Villeneuve, he's one of the greatest directors out there today. He directed great movies such as Prisoners and Arrival. Arrival was probably my favorite movie from last year. It was on my list. That movie was incredible. So when I found out this guy's going to direct a Blade Runner sequel, I was freaking excited. I did like the first Blade Runner movie, but I didn't love it. It wasn't like the best movies out there in my opinion, but I think it's a pretty good movie for what it was. So I was really excited for the sequel. I'm really excited to see what Denis Villeneuve can do with the Blade Runner series. And right when I walked out of the theater, my mind was dropped. This movie was stunning. The biggest positive I could give to this film are the cast of the movie. They were fantastic in this movie. Ryan Gosling as Officer K. That guy never lets me down. I love Ryan Gosling as an actor. He is a great guy, and I loved him in this movie. And we followed him for most of the movie, and every time I see him going through these cases, it felt intense at times, and he was really fantastic in this film. Even Harrison Ford did a pretty good job in this film. I love him from the first Blade Runner movie, and this movie, he was explaining some stuff that weren't explained in the first Blade Runner, which I really did like that. Harrison Ford did a great job in this movie as well. Even cast like Robin Wright, even Jared Leto as a villain. He wasn't in the movie that much, but I really like him. I like him when he plays weird characters. In this film, he plays an extremely weird character, and I like him in this movie. But the thing I mostly love about this film is Roger Deakins' cinematography. Holy shit. Every time I see the cinematography in this whole film, my mind was exploded. This film looks incredible. If he doesn't win Best Cinematographer of the Oscars next year, I swear to God, I'm going to go to the Oscars and tell him, Roger Deakins have to win this award because he did an incredible job in this film. Even the props in the movie, the flying cars and the look of the city and all that stuff, the production design, it looks incredible. But my favorite thing mostly about the film is the score. From the first movie, this is basically the exact same score from the first movie, but this score feels more freaking intense. And I love the score in the movie. Every time I hear the score, I was like, wow, the score is incredible. This is probably the best score of the year. Same with cinematography. I hope that wins an Oscar as well because the score was freaking incredible. And the story of the movie, don't expect this as an action film or anything, because from the trailers, it looks like an action film, but the film is basically a mystery film, or a case study film. And I really like it like that, because the first Blade Runner is basically the same thing as this movie. It's basically a case movie, which I like that. I like following Ryan Gosling in this case, and there's a lot of twists and turns that made me feel in the edge of my seat the entire freaking time. This is a very flawless movie in my opinion. This movie's long, but I think it deserves to be that long because there's a lot of plot points in the film that I was like, wow, this is incredible. So overall, guys, I have nothing to say about this film. Overall, this movie is an incredible film. The directing's great. The story base, however, was fantastic. Like, the story, I follow Ryan Gosling along with this film. Harrison Ford did great. The whole cast did great, especially Jared Leto as a weird villain that he's not much in the movie of, but I still liked him. The cinematography is fantastic, and the score was freaking amazing. This is nearly my favorite movie of 2017, but I think Star Wars The Last Jedi will beat this movie. That's why I'm not going to say this movie's the best of the year, but if Star Wars did disappoint me, this is my favorite movie of this entire year. I'm totally going to give Blade Runner 2049 an A+. This is probably one of the better sequels ever made. Like, I actually like this movie a lot better than the first film, in my personal opinion. I would see this film again, especially on the big screen. So guys, before I end this video, I have an announcement to make that next week is Halloween week. Basically, I'm going to pick different genres of horror films and review them. This week is going to be classic films, including some films that I thought they were classic horror films, and these movies are fantastic. So guys, I'm not going to tell you what review is next for my horror week, so you guys have to see it for yourselves. So guys, have you guys seen Blade Runner 2049? What do you think of that film? Comment below, let me know what you think, make sure to subscribe to my channel, and have a nice day.